second edition of the Gaming Tech Summit Africa 2025. And with me here today, I have Franklin Ngabe, right?
Yes.
Could you please introduce yourself and what you do?
I'm Ngabe Franklin, barrister at law, managing partner of Prima Attorneys law firm based in Cameroon, in the city of Douala.
It's your first time in Kenya?
Yes. It's actually my first time and I love it. It's very nice.
How are you finding the conference so far?
The conference has been good so far, so good. I had 2 panels where we took part in very enriching and insightful discussions on the online sports betting in Cameroon and Africa as a whole.
Speaking about Cameroon, there was the recent implementation of the central monetary payment system. What other developments are happening in the gaming landscape in Cameroon?
Apart from the unique payment platform for online betting, that was attributed to InTouch, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was early February this year. It was a measure taken by the Minister of Interior with the objective of centralizing all payments so that the states can better monitor the influx of resources on online betting platforms. Then also, apart from that, you have other developments such as the entry fee that was also introduced this year. Usually the law was adopted in 2015 and the law provided for an entry fee, but just that entry fee did not indicate an amount. So the finance bill that was adopted last year, December, to be implemented this year, 2025, provided an amount for an entry fee for all betting companies in Cameroon, which is to the tune of 300 million francs CFA, which is about 520,000 USD. Yeah, so that's another recent development that happened in the betting industry.
And what led to the implementation of this central monetary payment system?
Well, according to the state, because it's an administrative measure, according to the notice, it is to control the influx of mobile money payments through online sports betting platforms. Yes, because before that, these platforms, payment used to pass through these platforms under the 2 main telecommunications industries in Cameroon, that is MTN and Orange, without any publicity. So there are the ones that used to be in charge of payments and reception of funds on betting online platforms. But the minister came up with this measure in order to have a centralized unit of all payments. And the reason for this was that it is a means to fight against money laundering and also the financing of terrorism in Cameroon.
And what is the result of the implementation of this? Has it been successful?
It has been successful because it's still ongoing as we speak. Yeah, all payments made on sports betting platforms are made by InTouch. Yes, they are the ones that have the monopoly in Cameroon. So I can say it is successful to the detriment of the other online betting or the online payment platforms. To their detriment, of course, because they have the monopoly. So to their detriment, yes, I would say, but it's working. It's working.
You've also noted that Cameroon has one of the highest licensing, or entry fee rather, for gaming operators. What is your view or opinion on this?
I think the entry fee is high, as you just said. It is really high. And apart from the entry fee, you also have the guarantee, the caution that you pay, which is also very high. So the impact of this is that it's going to scare away investors. Yeah, obviously, it's going to scare away investors. So in order not to scare away investors, I think the entry fee should be revised. You know, it should be revised so that it can be reduced to an acceptable, friendly amount that can encourage investors to come and invest on the online sports betting industry in Cameroon.
And if this fee was to come down, do you think it will negatively or positively influence the...
Of course, it will positively influence the industry because more investors will come. Yeah, if the payment is reduced, more investors will come and it's going to create more jobs for Cameroonians. Yeah, so there is no way it can impact it in a negative way, no. It can only impact it in a positive manner. Yeah.
From a legal point of view, How can we ensure proper regulation while making sure the compliance and people are there to responsible gaming guidelines?
The regulation in place in Cameroon is very good. That's the first thing I want to outline. We have the law was adopted in 2015 with the degree of application of 2019. The laws have provided for everything: the protection of minors, the protection of vulnerable persons, and restrictions on where casino shops or lottery shops has to be. We don't need to have them beside schools, beside hospitals, and beside prisons, correctional facilities. Yes, so the law has provided for everything already, but the problem is with the implementation of the law. Yes, because there is no follow-up. You see, in Cameroon, when in every corner of the street you find a lottery shop, and you can see most of the times minors going to place bets there, which is not correct. So I think in order to cut down this attitude whereby people will not respect the regulation in force, they need to be a follow-up. There needs to be a strict follow-up to make sure that companies that operate on the online betting are in compliance with the rules of law. And also, it is true, the documentation to obtain a license in Cameroon, let me add this one. Also, the documentation to obtain a license in Cameroon is very cumbersome also. Yeah, very, very cumbersome. So it's my opinion that at least they should reduce it. I know it is for compliance purposes, but I think, to my opinion, it should be reduced so that it won't give so much burden on operators that wants to come and operate in Cameroon, the online sports betting companies.
Thank you very much, Franklin.
You're
Speaking
welcome.
with iGaming Africa.
You're welcome. And I hope to come to Kenya again. We were being told at the seminar that the next event will be in Namibia, but that notwithstanding, I'll come to Kenya again.